Fade in. Interior, seance room, night. A single ceiling light shines down on a table. Shadows everywhere. Seated at the table, a Hispanic girl stares at a crystal ball on the table in front of her. This is Angela, 14. Eyes wide open, she's scared out of her mind. A voice breaks the silence.
Virgin?
Next to Angela, her grandmother, Camella, 60 plus, nods her head yes. The old woman looks frail, but she's a cold-hearted bitch. Across the table from her, we meet Graycee, 24, warm smile, piercing eyes. And despite her goth appearance, Graycee is smart. We're talking Mensa smart. Graycee smiles at Angela, turns to the grandmother.
You want to know if your granddaughter is still a virgin?
The old woman nods her head sharply, snaps back, voice angry.
I caught her kissing a boy.
Graycee leans back, deciding, nods to the bowl on the table. The grandmother pulls out money, flings it into the bowl. Payment made. Graycee turns back to Angela, cheerful.
Okay, let's get started. Place both hands on the table.
Angela hesitates, holds back. A sharp look from her grandmother, and her hands slowly appear from her side. Soon as her small hands reach the center of the table, bam! A woman's left hand jumps out the shadow, grabs Angela's right hand, grips it tight, turns it over to expose her palm. Angela freaks, screams, tries to pull her hand back. Unable to break free, Angela stares at the deep scars on her captor's hand. She slowly lifts her eyes up. We find ourselves positioned behind the woman, looking over her shoulder at Angela, face hidden for now. We watch the woman run a finger across Angela's open palm, squeezes the girl's hand painfully. Angela yells out,
Ah!
Suddenly, Angela turns silent, lifts her eyes, looks up at the lamp above her, hands still locked tight. Angela stares at the lamp. A mental bond forms between her and the woman as we glance inside. Cut into Angela's memory. Interior, living room, night. Where we find Angela on the couch, passionately kissing an older boy, his hands exploring her body. Angela moans, resists. Her passion turns to fear. Suddenly, Angela looks up, finds her grandmother standing over her. Cut out of Angela's memory. Interior, seance room, continuous. In a sudden burst of emotion, Angela breaks her connection. Their hands drift apart. Angela studies the woman, waits, nervous. The grandmother interrupts the moment.
Well, is she still a virgin?
The woman stands, silent. The grandmother raises her voice.
Tell me.
Keeping her back to us, the woman nods her head, yes.
You lie! I don't believe you!
The woman pauses, reaches into the bowl, grabs the money, throws it back at the grandmother. This session is over. Using a cane, the woman supports herself as she steps away from the table, and we finally get to meet Rose, 30. She's young, but her body and soul are worn out. A shot of pain shoots across her face as she stands. We glimpse anguished eyes inside this woman. Behind her, the grandmother erupts, swears in Spanish, as the old woman continues yelling. Rose disappears behind a curtain. Camella screams after.
Damn witch! A fake.
The old woman spits on the ground, grabs her money, stands up. Frustrated, she lashes out, slaps her granddaughter. Out of nowhere, Graycee jumps in front of Angela, shields the young girl, whispers to the grandmother in perfect Spanish.
Touch her again and I'll break your wrist.
The old woman freezes, spooked. She yells at Angela.
Angela, come, now!
Graycee watches the old woman rush out the door. Angela turns back to Graycee, offers her a thank you smile. Outside. Exterior, street, night. A tall, solitary male figure stands across the street, watches. A side glance reveals a slum neighborhood. Vacant homes everywhere except for the house where Camella exits from. In the window, A blinking neon light flashes. Spiritual advisor. The figure watches Camella rush out with her granddaughter.